Y'all were engaged.
We were engaged.
You're about to tie the knot.
Yeah, we had a threesome.
I don't care if we're doing a whole wife-husband swap. The girl didn't follow the rules. She was talking the entire time. She was like, oh, yeah, this feels so good. This feels so good. I'm like, oh my God, like.
She made a big deal after she had her fun, though.
Now it's like one time a week, and now he's asking, are you bringing somebody over this time?
Relationships on the brink of collapse. This is Cutler's Court. Jessica Celeste.
First off, why you laugh? That's listen, we making fun of it, but this is a serious show, and it happens with a lot of couples. It may not be talked about as much. It's been talked about more and such now, but this is some stuff that can destroy marriages, destroy relationships, destroy people. But before we get into that, of course, you see, I added a little trophy wife into the. I'm sorry. See that look, man? That's the look that lady should have gave. Anyway, we'll get into the story, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button because we do this together, man. Let's get back into it. We can do that? Yeah. Let's do it.
Weston is in court today seeking the truth about her husband, Dante. After a decade together and 7 months of marriage, she fears their union is already shaky. A single night of passion led to lingering doubts, and now Jessica is demanding a polygraph test to prove Dante's faithfulness. Dante Johnson says his wife Jessica brought a new level of intimacy into their marriage, and now she's trying to backtrack. He insists he hasn't done anything wrong and says once he proves his innocence, he wants Jessica to stop letting insecurity sabotage their relationship.
Your Honors, this is case 2129, Celestine versus Johnson.
Good day, everyone.
Yeah, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Celestine, you all are college sweethearts, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Newly married? Why in the world are you in my courtroom?
Let me stop real quick. Now, I haven't watched this whole video, but here's something that is super obvious to me already. This dude right here, this man right here. I'm sorry, look at the Holy Spirit coming. The Holy Spirit just came to me. Like him, you watch how you say this. I'm just saying that this guy looks like he's into other men. That's what it looks like. I don't know if that's the case or not, but he looks very fruit of the Spirit without the Spirit.
And y'all are newlyweds still.
Well, Your Honors, me and my husband, we've been together 10 years, and I'm here today to find out if he's cheating on me. His sexual appetite is just getting out of hand, and I need to know today if he's cheating on me.
I'm confused.
If he wants to separate or what's going on.
You all been married how long?
7 months.
Okay, that's still newlywed. That's still, okay, you said you're confused. I'm confused. Tell me what you're confused about.
She keeps talking about my sexual appetite, and she's the reason the door opened to the
new
sexual
and exciting
appetite.
thing.
She unleashed it, huh?
Your Honor, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Okay. Well, do you not know what he's talking about from the standpoint? You don't know what was unleashed?
He might have his own motive.
Keep it real. Like, come on.
Okay, Your Honor.
Keep it real.
The first saw you said, but so it looks like they're saying that a door was open in the relationship. She's saying no, and then he comes back and says, keep it real, or whatever the case may be. Seems like they opened the door to some other stuff in the marriage, and they've only been married for 7 months.
7 months. That's alarming.
That's alarm?
That's alarming that you're already opening all these doors 7 months into your marriage. You haven't even began the newlywed excitement alone before you started entering more people.
That's I didn't even think about it in terms of that. But that's a good point. We should probably get 2 mics too. But that, yes, because you're just now in the marriage and you're already exploring the marriage. That is why I'm a proponent for wait until marriage too, for both people, for both people in the marriage. That's alarming. But let's see what they got to say. Maybe we're wrong, especially you, because you're usually wrong, babe.
Wow. Dante was my first. He took my virginity. We've been together for so long, so I've always had like this curiosity of what it felt like to be with other men. So one of my friends was like, you know, you never went through like a phase before, and I was kind of like laughing, like, ha ha ha. And you know, Your Honors, it's been in the back of my head for some time now. So I brought it up to him. I was like, hey, Dante.
So this is what I meant.
Hold on,
open the door.
hold on, Mr. Johnson.
I promise we're gonna give you a chance. We need to hear why.
Exactly, Your Honor.
What has happened here?
And I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you brought up to him. You said, you know, I never went through my whole phase, I think is a phrase you used.
Yes, Your
And then
Honor.
you said, I brought it up to him. What did you bring up to him? That you wanted to go through this phase?
I'd never been with other men before. He took, you know, my V card. So I was very curious. So I brought it up to him. I was like, hey, I love you so much, Dante, but I'm curious. So I took it upon myself.
Pause. Because it took a dark and ugly turn real fast. One, so she was a virgin coming into the relationship or marriage, she said, into the relationship, marriage, whatever. And he took her V card. This is why it's so important to be very, very careful who you let into your body or who you put your body into. That's why it's so, because you're now messing with and sleeping with everything and body and spirit that this person has been with. And another thing she said is that she went to her friend. Boy, I tell you, friends. Went to her friend. Her friend says, you've never had a freaky phase. You've never done that. You never got out there, got your back blown out by everybody. Had the little orgy parties with the smoke and the mirrors and everything. Girl, what you need to do, because I'm your friend, is just go get nasty. And I suppose this is how the conversation between these two came up that said, okay, we should let somebody else into our marriage.
However, she said she wanted to see what it was like with other men, yet their threesome was another woman. Secondly, I'm willing to bet a lot of money that this friend of hers is single and will be single for a long time. That there's a saying that single friends keep, I don't know, single people keep people single or something like that. You know, if you're married, you got to let go of your single friends that don't understand marital boundaries or marital morals, because they're just going to be, well, you know, being around one bad apple.
And you know what they say?
Yes.
One bad apple turns to a peach.
What?
I'm sorry. No, it didn't. But still, what I'm saying seriously is, and that's a great point. I'm glad you called that too. But look how, because they're on a show about divorce now, right? So obviously they're heading toward that way. But look how all of this started with a friend, a person who they would consider a friend, or she would consider a friend. And now they're in this particular situation. But back to the video.
Wait. Well, I mean, I remember, just real quick, I remember, you know, when I was about to get married to you at what, 21-ish? And, you know, I had friends that were like, oh, no, why are you getting married so young? That's just wasting your youth. You need to go through that freaky phase, go travel the world, go have fun, as if you can't do that while married with your one person.
And if you ask right now what those friends are, Timberland. What does that mean? Boot. Play the video, man.
To, you know, try to spice up the bedroom. So I was like, hey, let's bring another guy over.
Okay, and at what stage of your relationship was this? Was this dating, engagement, or marriage?
Just newly married.
Okay, Your Honor, this was before marriage. We didn't start this process until maybe right before the marriage.
So engagement.
Engagement.
Y'all were engaged.
We were engaged.
You're about to tie the knot.
About to tie the knot.
Like, got a request.
That's not true.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
She told me while we were dating, and we didn't try it until we were engaged.
Okay.
And we say try it because she said, I want to sleep with other men. You're talking about something.
So she said it, and we didn't try it until about 2 years
Try
after.
what? Her sleep with other men?
Yeah, we had a threesome.
Okay, that's slightly different than her sleeping with other men because the way she made it sound is like, look, you stay over there, I'm gonna be over here doing my thing, and I'll holler at you when I get done with this.
Yeah, and I understand you, but my idea of it was, okay, if you want to sleep with other men, I want to be in control of that party.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Got a different picture now. Okay, all right.
Okay. So I was about to say, golly, he's
Understanding.
very understanding.
I feel like I'm very understanding.
Well, and
That's all right.
hey, wait a minute. He's still understanding. He's like, let's do this. But I just want to make sure it goes well for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like he's stepping out of our marriage, and we've created boundaries within the threesome. So, I've submitted this to the court.
I saw your face. I saw the look on your face. I saw the rolling of the eyes.
We created boundaries by opening the door wide, and now we're trying to measure how wide it's open. Oh, it's 90 degrees. Oh, it's 80 degrees. Just close the door. Don't even open it in the first place.
We've created boundaries by not having boundaries, is what that sounds like. And again, this is alarming. She says that I want to sleep with other men. His response is, cool. Me too. After you, my dear. But it seems like to me, and we're making light of it, yes, but it seems like to me like he would love to see that. Because he would love to see that. And that's the softness of a man. And once you get to that point as a man, it's hard for a woman to respect you anyway after that particular point. I want to sleep with other men. Okay, babe. He's out of here. Get him out of here. But that is so dangerous, again, to open up the door to your marriage like that and then try to put rules on it. You can't put rules on it. You can't put a lock back on a door that has been obliterated. You know what I'm saying? The door is gone. The lock is sitting in the air on a cloud by itself. There is no door at all. You blew that thing away, man. But let's hear it out. Let's hear it out.
We have rules. Rule number 1 is a blindfold must be on at all times. Rule number 2, no talking so nobody picks up on the voice. And rule number 3 is, no following on social media. And if both parties are in the room, we're not having fun.
All right, so let's talk about this. Stay blindfolded. From what point to what point in time?
The entire time the threesome's going on.
So you walking in a room like this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you don't know who the other person is?
No.
Exactly.
And you don't know whether they're attractive or unattractive?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and then no talk.
Wait, but how are they finding the people? Obviously, you find the person, you're gonna see what they look like. Obviously, you're gonna go to the door. You're not just gonna be Velma. You're gonna open the door.
No, I think so. No, the way they're making it seem, I think the other person finds the person for the person. So like she's finding the woman for him, and he finds the man for her. I think, but when it's time to get down to the goodie box and the dewey, then they had to put the blindfold on. Is what it seems like. That's the only way it works, right? I would imagine like that's the only way they can get the person, know the person, but the other person doesn't know the person. Man, I sound like Robert Downey Jr. when he was like, I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. But I don't know. Let's see if they explain it a little bit more, man. It's confusing.
Talking.
No talking.
No.
Nothing.
Like, come on. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Nothing.
No,
Your Honor, honestly,
wait,
it's too
no.
intimate if you know who's in there.
But you can't tell the other person that feels good, that doesn't feel good. You can't
No,
communicate
Your
any
Honor.
kind of way?
No.
Weird, right?
Both
fun,
parties
right?
need to be present. So if
Yes.
you're
It's
running
not
late,
a threesome then, it's just a twosome.
Exactly.
Okay.
Everybody has to be in the room.
Okay.
all right, and no outside contact other than in the bedroom.
So no social media, no
No
contact, no
commenting,
calling, no texting, no
nothing.
DMing.
But how do they
nothing.
even know where to show up if you
Because
can't?
I will set it up.
Oh, the rules are for him?
Yeah, I set the threesomes up.
Do you have to abide by those rules?
Yeah, if he brings someone in for me.
So if we do it and if it's another woman, she chooses the woman and brings the woman. If it's another guy, I choose the guy and bring the guy.
Friction started with
So it's not your regular type three. I don't know if I want to use the word regular. It's not your common type threesome. What it is you're sleeping with somebody, but I want to make sure that my husband is watching. Or you're sleeping with somebody, I want to make sure that my wife is watching. It seems like that's what it seems like in the room, and you want to make sure that according to her rules, no sounds and no talking, because the person that's in here, you may actually know them, so they need to be quiet so you don't understand their voice.
Right, which is more alarming than sleeping with strangers. Because if it's someone from in your circle and they're seeing and knowing what you're doing in your marriage, what? What?
But that is what you do when you open up that door, Pandora's box. When you open up that particular door, then you unleash all types of things, and you try to control it and confine it to a particular. You can't confine that. Once you open that door, you can't confine that to something. You can't put rules and regulations in place, and that's what now it makes more sense now what they're saying. So if she is, let's say she is wanting to sleep with a man, then her husband needs to find the man and bring the man to her. But she has to be blindfolded so she doesn't know who the man is. And he's not supposed to say anything or make any noises or whatever the case may be. And he watches the whole situation. The husband watches the whole situation, which again points to that we're going to continue playing the video.
when we had one girl, I told her stop talking, and she started talking, and it was a mutual person we both knew. I didn't want him to know who it was. She started talking. I'm like, oh my God, girl, shut up. He's gonna pick up on it's you. And he's the type to know something and not tell me. So in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, he knows it's in here, but he's never gonna let me know.
So basically, you don't trust me.
Well, that's what we're here to find out. I can't wait to see those results.
Okay, so as long as the rules are being followed, you don't have a problem with the threesomes?
No, Your Honor.
You don't have a problem with the threesomes?
No.
Okay, so I'm like, where's the problem with the threesomes?
The problem is she's okay when it's her turn, my turn to bring somebody, and then when it's her turn to bring somebody, it's an issue. Our biggest issue was when we did kind of like a wife swap with one of my homeboys. Like, she had her fun with my homeboy, and me and the other young lady was still doing our thing, and she kind of
Okay, Your Honor.
and ran downstairs. We ran outside, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just get up so we ain't gotta.
So she got upset that you all were still.
She made a big deal after she had her fun, though.
I got you.
Your Honor,
so
first,
tell me what happened.
Okay, Your Honor, first of all, the girl didn't follow the rules. I don't care if we're doing a whole wife-husband swap. She was talking the entire time. She was like, oh, yeah, this feels so good. This feels so good. I'm like, oh my God. Like, at this point, this is not fun. Like, girl, shut up. Because I feel like you're trying to outshine me by talking.
It's an insecurity.
Like, no, it's not insecurity. The rules were nobody make noises.
Insecurity, this man says. First of all, I don't think I've heard a man use the word insecurity for the past 30 years, first off. But you can't say it's insecurity in a marriage that's not secure at all. That's a problem for me. And then for him to say, again, this solidifies the point to me. He brought his homeboy over to do this thing. Guess who got a crush on that homeboy? He do. I guarantee you he got a crush on the homeboy. He wanted to see that homeboy in his boxer briefs. I guarantee it. Come on over, man. I got somebody for you. And I wonder too if because did they meet in college, they said? Mm-hmm. I wonder if they're in sororities and fraternities. I wonder because this is giving sorority, fraternity, thank you, big brother, big daddy, spank me with that big hard paddle vibes. That's what that's giving off to me, man. And just do any and everything. But that's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, one, that's a good point about men never saying that women are insecure. I've never heard that either, now that I think about it. But yeah, no, this goes back to the point of trying to confine a fire inside of a little box and be like, the flames are turning blue. Why are the flames turning blue? You know?
Sorry about that. Let me continue to play. And then now he says that she's getting her turn because it seems like she's gotten buck wild too. Like she has, okay, she may have come into the relationship a virgin, and she has turned into like the Tasmanian devil to a point too. Because she, right now, it seems like she can't be satisfied with anything, and she's the one that opened the door, her friends' advice, and all this. And now that thing is wide open, and she doesn't know how to stop it. Now she wants to get the physical. She wants to get put through the mattress. She wants to get put through the wall. She wants to get flipped upside down, hang from the ceiling fan, dance, and get tackled with the leaf blower. She wants to get all of these things, but she cannot handle when he wants the same thing.
Mhm. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You forgot what you were going to say? Good. You know, I said it all anyway, you
No,
know.
I didn't. I forgot. I remember now. Also, all this started, they said that this was in her mind for 2 years. This was in her mind for 2 years. Her friend said something to her about what she's missing. And this lady, this was playing in her mind for 2 years before she even did anything. That's just insanely powerful, the influence that this friend had for years with a single conversation.
Man, you do not play with the devil at all. The Bible says resist the devil and he will flee. But if you entertain the devil, he will dance for you. Keep playing the video.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
Wait,
you get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Time
She was
out.
trying to be the star of the show.
Okay, wait, Miss Celestine. Hold up. Now, here's the thing. My understanding for the purpose of the no talking was that you were presenting a female to your husband, and you did not want him to know who the female was. But if you all are doing a swap, you already know who the other person is. So the rule is not being broken.
True.
And that's my
but the
point.
theatrical part of it is extra.
Okay,
That's my
but
point.
here's the thing. Maybe it was that good.
No, because first of all, if I'm looking at myself in the mirror with his homeboy and you're saying stop looking in the mirror.
I never said that. I didn't even know what she was doing because I was occupied.
No, sweetie. You were like trying to figure out what was going on over there.
What?
Okay.
Isn't
Isn't that part of the
the point?
experience? Yeah.
Isn't that part of it?
Didn't they have blindfolds on? How are they looking over at each other if they were having the blindfolds on as part of their rule?
I would imagine that the blindfolds eventually came off. All the rules began to break down and they started to do different things. Okay, with no blindfolds this time. Why do I say something like that? Because the rules that were in the marriage started to break down. So if you got a whole entire marriage to break down, then all the rules that you put into place after that are going to break down, including a blindfold or whatever the case may be. Then you wear protection this time, then that'll eventually break down and everything else. Then it's one person and two person, three person, all that stuff, all those rules will break down. I imagine that is what happened in this particular scenario, especially if, because this person was supposed to be their friend, right? So friend, we're used to it. You know who that is. You understand her, his voice, whatever the case may be. Just come on in. This is what we do. Let's have a good time. Make it work. One gets jealous, one feels a certain type of way, etc., chaos and all of that type stuff. And she's now competing. I'm in control, sweetheart. You can't do what I do. You can't shake and jive like I do. Same thing he would probably do too. All that stuff, and all that stuff is a turn on for them or an excitement for them in that moment. But then you realize, oh man, this is my wife or my husband or whatever. Like, ew, what is going on?
Yeah, there's consequences to everything, spiritual ones too. But I keep being reminded of the fact that like one was not enough for her. Her husband was not enough for her, so she went to 2 or 3. Now that's not enough. Now they're at 4. It's never going to be enough. She's going to continue chasing this lust-driven whatever it is that she's trying to like. That void just can't be filled with sex.
Lust, when it is conceived is a intimate term. Lust, when it is conceived, brings forth sin. Sin, when it is finished, brings forth death. Physical death, sure. Death of a marriage, looks like it.
Yeah, but I think he's too jealous.
Okay, really? Because you're the one that brought the...
No, but in the act, he's more of like, I could look at him, I'm more of like vocal on how I feel. He'll be looking like, okay, I'm finna outshine you. Okay.
Ma'am.
Okay.
So your problem is breaking the rules, and the rules,
Right.
even when you know it's a swap situation, when you know who the other person is,
Yeah.
you're still not supposed to talk.
Okay, so in a wife and husband swap, all
Yeah.
the extra stuff is not uncalled
She felt like that girl
No, sweetie.
outperformed. She
No,
usually does.
no, sweetie. She did
And
not.
that's why I call it an insecurity, because it's only an insecurity.
All right, video's over now. So tell me how you feel about that one. But look how dangerous this whole thing has got, because now you have this married couple who should be one, who should be a team, who should be in love, and they are at odds with each other. They're at war with each other, trying to see who can please their extra partner the best, or who can get pleased the best, who can moan or curl toes and whatnot to better or whatnot to be better. How do you get to that point in a marriage when you started out as a team, as a unit, and get to that?
They never started out as a team. They started their marriage doing this. Before they got married, they were doing this. And this is what their first year of their marriage looks like. Which is sad. I don't how do you come back from that?
You know, if they were to come back from that, then I would imagine it'd be very, very difficult. But, and maybe because I think she said that they gave him a test, not a baby test, not a paternity test, but a polygraph test, I guess. And maybe we should get that. But I guarantee if they gave him a test, he failed. I can guarantee you that.
What is he getting a test on? Whether
She said something about that he was messing around with somebody else, you know, but how do you pass a test about messing around with somebody else if you're already messing with somebody else and you already know about it? That's going to be a failure either way. But that's dangerous and that's sad. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life, man. I don't know. Anyway, again, like and subscribe, man. Listen, if you are wanting some relationship advice, some marriage advice, I know some people. Us. We're the people. And guess what? We don't invite people in our bedroom to kind of, play Tarzan and Jane either. We don't do any of that stuff, man. Happy, healthy marriage. We can help you do that, man. We'll be praying for this particular couple, if they're still a couple, or throuple, quadruple, whatever they are. We'll be praying for these people all together, man, because that's something serious, man. We make light of it, have some fun and stuff like that, but that's some spiritual challenges that have been introduced to both of their lives that can carry out for a very long time, and we don't want that, man. So, peace out.